There's a 5 a.m. wake up. Work out, send off the family. Hop into the van, call the crews and suppliers. Arrive on site, organize, prep, build, have fun. Head home, spend time with family. Sleep, and do it all over again because you love what you do every single day of the construction life.
It's just staying hard as not everyone can be hard.
It makes us feel hard.
Yeah.
I'm David, founder of Scelta.
Keith, president of Young Electric.
And we're going to the Construction Life podcast today. Construction Life gives contractors in the construction industry a voice to understand the intricacies and specializations of construction.
Linked up with Manny through Instagram. Been following him for a long time. Seen a lot of what he does online. Just really love that he's an advocate for trades. We want to be a part of what he's got going on.
You know, Manny, like I said, gives a voice to contractors, and I feel like what Keith and I are doing together is giving contractors the tools to thrive in the digital era.
Move, baby! Move!
Shut up, move! We've been tracking our recovery for 5 years.
We're going to see our heart rate real soon, baby.
Yeah. Recovery, strength output, as well as our heartbeat. And today we're going to see where our heartbeat's at. Stay hard! Wow! Damn, that's 3 bags of ice.
Good.
Man, they say that's better than any espresso, any coffee, cocaine, highest dopamine level. Hit that ice back.
You're up. The camera.
Get it.
God damn, you guys were in here a long time. Oh, I feel so bad.
Do you feel hard?
Yeah, no. No, I feel soft as right now. This is bad.
Oh!
Yo, I'm tapping out.
This is the construction life.
Oh.
You know, one of the big parts about being on the Construction Life podcast that really caught my attention was the lifestyle of the construction life. Waking up at 5, getting your workout in, hopping in the ice bath, getting after it, going to see your family at the end of the day, drinking espresso to keep you going. I mean, our lives are aligned with the construction life.
Separate teams for each of their properties. It's getting bigger, like this technology, it's getting wider, but we saw this very early, and we're like,
if I say that Scelta's getting bigger and wider, then you can hit me in the face.
I don't understand the wider part, that's for sure.
But I do believe in a network effect. So the network effect starts with the nucleus, like a Young Electric, what we call an early adopter of technology. Because they're a trusted brand of many people, then all of their network begins to notice what they're using. They're far more likely to adopt the technology without even having to be sold on it. And that's the best form of marketing. People you know, respect, and trust using something that you also want to use.
Yeah.
All right, we're on our way to see Manny. Little does he know, we're gonna flip the script and interview him today. We're pretty stoked for that. You know, what does Manny bench? The guy's pretty thick. I mean, on a serious note, how can we get more young people to work in construction? It's a career path that's untapped right now, and I think a lot of young people are looking for jobs when in reality there's great opportunities out there they just don't know about. I can only speak on my clients' experiences, but I think that they're looking higher at the moment, and there's just not really a large talent pool to pull from.
I think from firsthand experience though, the bigger issue becomes, it's not that there is no talent pool, there's a talent pool, but the talent pool of young people who want to do construction the way construction's done is next to nothing. They want to recreate it, they want it to be their own way, they want instant gratification, you know, they don't want an apprenticeship that takes 6 years. It's like, well, it's not the world we live in. The trade still has those steps, has those stages to get to the end, but they don't realize that.
Yeah, I was almost thinking if we could start a campaign for young people to get them, you know, get more applicants. and go in and do a school speaking tour for high schools and just show them that like, hey, this life's pretty sick.
Yeah.
And you're not just like wearing a stuffy suit where your tie is choking you every day and you hate your, you know? I think it'd be cool.
The problem that we have too is like, we'll get the calls for co-op kids. And I'm a co-op kid. That's how I started, right? But
Yeah.
the way they structure the program and the way they like, okay, yeah, you can have a kid for like 3 hours or 4 hours. It's like, give me a kid for a full day. Give me a kid as an employee.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you're gonna get them 3 days a week, full time.
Yeah. Rather than 5 days and halftime.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
the amount of management that becomes needed, and not my management, like the guy on site, like,
Yeah.
okay, I gotta stop what I'm doing. You gotta
Right.
set them up, which is part of it. I understand that, but
It's got to be a better way
it's gotta be, there's something has to be different.
to integrate them.
Yeah.
They almost have to want to be there, right? Like I remember when I got my first construction job, I worked for free for the first
Yeah.
4 to 6 months. I just said, because he didn't have a position for me, but I said, listen, I think I can provide you value. Can I just sit in the office, 7 till 5 every day and learn and then see where I can have value? And you decide at the end of the 4-month period if you want to keep me or not.
Yeah, I'll just be here.
I'll just be here, like fly on the wall. I think also these kids have to take the mentality that I'm not going to take up too much of anyone's time either, right? I'm going to be a self-starter, self-learner,
Yeah.
and pick my moments.
Avery just wants to be on camera for once.
Pump number 5, could you have your friend tell him to put his camera away? He's not supposed to be taking pictures around the pump, please.
Okay. Yeah, no pictures around the pumps.
What was the reason for it?
Just no photos around the pump. No photos around the pump.
It's all right, we got our pump on this morning anyway. This is good.
What happened, Aaron? I didn't know it was so exclusive. You can't take photos or videos here. They're protecting their IP on gas, I guess.
That's the construction life, man.
Getting kicked out of gas stations.
Stop out here.
That's it. Let's go do the construction life.
Guys. Nice to meet you. How you doing, David? I'm gonna get you guys some water. You guys want a drink, coffee, tea, or anything? Hey, what's up? This is Angelina.
Hi,
You
Angelina.
guys on the left. You guys have a seat.
It's all sent to my shop.
Okay, you're getting way ahead. Why don't we just record this? This is like perfect for the show.
All right, well, I'll just fly.
At this point, I'll have to start acting after that. But I want to naturally react to it because this is all amazing. I know you mentioned it on the phone when we were talking a little bit, right? But this is totally legit, man. Like this is great.
Yeah.
She grew up in an Indiana town, had a good-looking mama who never was around, but she grew up tall and she grew up bright with the Indiana boys on the Indiana nights. Wish I had my harmonica right now.
That would have been amazing if you did that. Oh man, that was great.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks for opening up the show that way, David.
My pleasure.
All right, so let's get further down this. I'm loving this, man. Obviously, this is gonna grow because it makes sense to me, right?
So this is actually Young Electric's app. Again, this is all dummy data.
It's simple, huh?
Man, it's giving me confidence in what the company's doing. Like, Young Electric's farther ahead than other companies because I have a pulse on everything.
I feel like I'm in the future. You know who's gonna hate this? Who's not gonna be your friend? Bad employees.
The slackers.
Yeah, the slackers. They can't get away with I'm stuck in traffic. I can't get away with like.
Great for a boss to know.
I know.
I guarantee you, a company who can adopt this will grow their business.
There's no way it won't.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna grow. You will not have any more excuses. I don't have the time anymore, and I've dropped the ball here and I dropped the ball there, professionally, personally.
Yeah.
I think that you'll get rid of all that stuff, right? So that you're changing all the stereotypes with this is basically what you're doing, right? Which is great. I'm impressed.
Thank you.
Very, very impressed, man.
I'm still impressed and not using it.
Yeah, you're using it.
Yeah.
Well, how'd it go today? Well, great.
Yeah.
I like conversations like that. It was just like we were just shooting the shit. We're just like that's how the show started. This is like we'll have a brief conversation beforehand, but it's just because we got to meet each other at the first time. But the moment that we sit down and we talk,
We actually stopped our conversation because it was just going.
it was
so
getting
well.
good. And
Yeah.
I was like, no, we need to put
Yeah.
the red light on, and then we start recording. So construction can evolve. I'm telling you right now, that's what I learned from today's show is that you can actually use tech to evolve construction. I don't think it used to be said power in the pencil,
Yeah.
right? That was the expression. I don't think so. I think it's power in the keyboard now.
Tech's nothing to be afraid of.
And like we kind of mentioned on the show, you guys mentioned as well, I think it's half tech and half trade.
Yeah.
I think skills and tech need to be married, and I think more and more of both of them have to come into the industry. High skilled people and also tech people need to get together and start talking about the industry and making it a bigger industry.
What's the goal of the show? Like, what was the catalyst for you to be like, I'm doing the construction life?
Just to have conversations that most people didn't want recorded. I think the conversations are valuable, so they should be shared.
Thank you. Thanks, Manny. I appreciate it.
Director, eh? Just like-
No, he's good.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it, man.
How'd it go for you guys?
It's less stressful than I thought it was going to be.
Honestly, one thing I try to find in every day, every workout, every family conversation is flow. And I think today we had a really nice flow with Manny. Like I felt like every word that we were putting out and every conversation we were having was just kind of natural.
Mm-hmm.
There was no forced verbiage.
Yeah.
I felt like we were just having a good conversation.
Well, it's easy too when we're talking about things we know about and support.
Yeah.
Like we were intentional with what we were talking about, and I think we hit all the points that we wanted to hit.
Yeah, I think you could tell we were both very passionate about what we're doing. And it was super nice to have someone who's passionate about building it, but more importantly, someone who's passionate about using it.
Yeah.
So that was like a beautiful synergy between Keith and I.
Young and Scelta, strike again.
Pretty proud of it. Keith and I are talking about QR codes. So every time you walk into a new room of the home, you can scan the QR code for the drawings, you can scan it for the renderings, you can scan it for the specs. So that anytime that a trade walks through the house, they just have to scan it, and they have all the details associated with that room. The plumbing fixtures, the appliances, everything. The archaic way of walking around with drawings that have coffee stains, they're ripped, 24 by 36 drawings. Why can't you just pull it up on an iPhone? Everyone's got smartphones nowadays. QR code should be in every room of every project with all the details.
Same thing with like our safety stuff. Every project has all our safety stuff. It's minor.
Yeah. Well, we had this company who had, they're very safety oriented because they work at heights and they work with chemical materials. So the MLL shows up, they got to show them all their documentation. They got to run to the truck, sift through all their papers and be like, here's our certification. Here's our insurance. Here's our working at heights certificates. And they have to like literally pull through their binder. What if they just been like, oh, you want our safety package? It's right here.
Yeah.
You want me to email it to you? Like done, right?
Yeah. I feel like QR codes could just shorten a lot of processes.
So when COVID hit, we had to sign in every time we went to site, and we'd have lineups of 30 people waiting to get onto construction sites. So what I did was I littered the fence in QR codes.
Yeah.
And I put QR codes all across the fence so that guys can just go walk up, scan it, put your name in, it automatically stamps your time, what trade you're with, and you walk into site. And just that simple activity there, it saved the first hour of the day, every single day. So 1 times 30 subcontractors, you're saving 30 hours every day.
Yep.
So you'll see our QR codes still on sites because they started using that for other things, right? Like GCs don't just want to sign in for COVID. Now they want you to sign in just to know you're on site. And now it's become this new standard of practice. Hey guys, welcome back. We made it. Great day in Toronto at the podcast.
Yeah, great time. Huge thank you to Manny, the Construction Life, the whole team there. Put on a great show for us. Great conversation. We really enjoyed ourselves.
Podcast is out on all platforms. Young Electric YouTube channel.
That's it.
Scelta Instagram page. Young Electric Instagram page. LinkedIn profiles. Construction Life profiles. Spotify, Apple. Make sure to go check it out. We're pretty excited about this one.
Yeah, check it out. Let us know what you think. Feedback. We want to hear the good, bad, the ugly.
Yeah. As always, thank you guys.
Thanks, guys.